don't worry, you'll still get your marks, you'll still pass. Maybe not full marks, but you'll pass. Very broad, they test you on definitions. And you look at this. They also test you on examples. Which two of the following are application controls? My whole point is this. They test you on the small details. If you want to see a small detail, something even smaller, I'm thinking honestly, right? Okay, this is another one, my goodness. Okay, but this one, most of the time you have to memorize. This one to me is quite ridiculous. This one here, the last one. Alright? 14. This is on text. Which of the following statements are correct? This is your text theory. Anybody pass F6 already? 1, 2. Did you memorize all this kind of theory? Which of the following statements are correct? The Vietnamese language shall be the official language used in all text-related documents. Which means if one text-related document you can use English, you are killed by this question. They say all. So do you know whether it's all? You better know. Okay? B. Documents in a foreign language must be translated into Vietnamese. All translation must be performed or certified by an authorized public notary. Anybody, when you study F6, you can memorize all these lines? You don't, right? You do the calculations, you remember the principles, the steps. But welcome to MCQ. This will not be a written question. It can't. It's very difficult. Alright? But when you make it into an MCQ, I can turn to page 200 of your textbook. I see this small paragraph there. Ooh, I want to test that small paragraph. Okay, I test you lah. Alright? Okay, but thankfully not all MCQ questions are like that. Alright? But MCQ now force everybody to know more of your syllabus than before. Alright? Okay? That is the whole point. That is how it is different. You must have very broad knowledge. How do you tackle MCQ questions? Any questions do you have for this? Anybody disagree? You feel that MCQs don't need to study so broadly? No, right? Okay, it is a given. Even the examiner now says, we do MCQ, one benefit is students are forced to read more. Really, they want to force you. They don't want you to think, oh, this idea, is it a main idea? It's not a main idea, so it will not be tested. They don't want you to think like that anymore. Okay? Alright? Especially those like you who want to be a prize winner. Questions like this decide whether you are a prize winner. Because a normal student, he'll be like, okay lah, these 2 marks I give you. I don't want. This is for crazy people. Prize winners, this is where you want to be. Alright? Okay? Okay. Now, how do you tackle MCQ questions? Let me run through them quite quickly. Alright. Now, here is the first MCQ technique. How many of you already do this? Or do you find it very new? This is a good method. Read and do the question without looking at the answers. Don't look at A, B, C, D. Because why do you want to look? Why you look? You can get no benefit. You can only get disadvantage. What is the disadvantage when you look? Distracted. And when you are rushed for time, exam setting, your brain is like messed up. Okay, I think some who have taken a lot of exams, you understand, your brain will have, it will kind of guess a certain answer, you know? And sometimes the direction that you are going can be totally wrong. What happens is you are going in the wrong direction and you look at the option, there's one that fits the wrong direction. You immediately say, I guessed it correctly, you go towards that direction even more. I don't know whether I explained that properly. Do you all understand what I mean? MCQs can help your wrong thinking to look correct. You understand, right? So, whenever you start off your question, cover. But when you are an expert, you don't need to cover lah. Just read the question. Don't look at the options. Work out the whole question. Get out your prepared answer. Then you look at all the options you have. Of course, if one of them fits your prepared answer, select that one. And then after that, compare if other answers are better just in case. This is one important tip. Alright, next. Do you all know how many minutes you have for MCQ? 3.5. Ask you a question. How many times have you heard people say they didn't finish the exam paper? I think I heard it 1,000,000 times. Every semester, my students, I ask them how did the paper go. The answer is always the same. Sometimes I feel like slapping them actually. Because every year I listen to the same thing. What is the answer always? I didn't finish the paper. I didn't finish the paper. I didn't finish the paper. Now with MCQ, it's supposed to be a bit better, okay? Because you don't need to write. But I ask my students, I also didn't finish the paper. Seriously? Now, timing yourself is very important. MCQ 2 marks. How much time do you have? Around 3.5 minutes. Okay? And I tell you, don't obsess over a question. Obsess means you get stuck there and you keep thinking and thinking, is it A or is it C or is it A or is it C? Just give up that 2 marks. If you are stuck like that, choose one and give up that 2 marks and move on. Okay? Alright? Now, let me ask you something. This is what students always do in MCQ exams. Should you change your answers or stick with them?
You should stick with the answer.
Stick with answer or change? Stick. Let's do a quick vote. How many says, so I do finish the whole MCQ, right? Then let's say you are lucky, you're one of those good students, you actually have time to check. Okay? So you check. And you look at this question, I chose A, no, I think it's C. Now I think it's C. Stick or change? How many say stick? How many say change? Then the rest of you, you're like, so many never put up the hand. You're like, I don't care. I don't have time to check anyway. The rest of you, stick or change? Stick. Okay. Maybe one thing to keep in mind. Stick is the wrong thing to do. Scientifically speaking, change. Why? Yeah, because last time I also thought stick. Right? Because in my life, I changed the questions before, and then later on I go and ask my friend, hey, that question, what is the answer? The answer is C. They're like, I chose C and then I changed to A. Happened before? Happened many times before. So how come I'm telling you change? Because people have done studies to show that students, when they change their answers, they do better than when they stick. But how come we don't agree? This means all the scientists, they study students taking tests, okay? They let one student change and they let another student not change. And then they compare. And they say students who change do better. But how come we all don't agree? Answer is simple. The times when you change and you get it wrong, they are very painful. Really, this is the explanation that scientists give. They are very painful. And do you remember things that are painful? Yes. You remember them a lot. Imagine it happens 6, 7, 8 times in your life. 8 painful times. After that, what do you believe? Should I stick or should I change? Stick, right? But those times when you change and you got the correct answer, you feel good, but good feelings are today you remember, tomorrow you remember, 1 month later you forget. Okay? So this is scientific change. The only time you shouldn't change is you have 1 minute left. Okay? You look at the clock, 1 minute left, and then you look at this question, and suddenly a voice says, Iwrin, it is C. Okay, then please don't change. Because that doesn't make sense. You are panicking. That is a panic change. Okay? A panic change, of course, doesn't work. But if it is not a panic change, please change your answers. Okay? So MCQs, to me the most useful is the one above. I'm going to teach you what some people call hacks. Hacks are like shortcuts. But I hope you don't need to use them, because if you use shortcuts, it means you're not well prepared. Okay? First hack. All of the above, if it ever appears, it is many times the correct answer. All of the above must, so A, B, C, and then D, right? D is all of the above, right? Do you need to really check that all 3 are correct? Don't need to, as long as, do you get what I mean? In case some don't know, let me just very quickly. Okay, sure. Okay. Now, let's say here, right, A, B, C, D. Let's say D is all of the above. I cover D, D is all of the above. Do you really need to confirm that all 3 are correct? Common sense tells you as long as 2 of them are correct, you just select D already, right? You don't have to care about whether C is correct or wrong. Right? And human nature is many times when your examiner, I've set a lot of MCQ questions before, when examiners set all of the above, it tends to be the answer. Because examiners, we think that if a person selects all of the above, it means that person knows the syllabus very well. The person knows that A is correct, B is correct, C is correct, so these students study very hard. So all of the above is a good option to set. But actually students are not so stupid, they don't study so hard, right? A and B correct, you just select all of the above. So all of the above tends to be correct, but like I say, you use all this if you are desperate. Answers that repeat keywords in the question tend to be wrong. Like if there's a question about learning curve, and they use the word learning again in an answer, those kind tend to be wrong, because as an examiner, you put the word learning in an answer purposely to catch students who didn't study, right? They see learning curve, oh, here got learning, okay, I match. So, but these are all simple tricks. If you never heard of the answer before, it's likely to be wrong. Now this one I think is quite good. Many times you look at an answer and you say, oh, maybe I didn't study enough, but I read the whole textbook, I never saw this answer before. But I know I'm not so hardworking I also never study enough maybe. Now don't think that way. Many times if you see a question with an answer that you never heard of before, very likely it is your examiner. A, B, C, he can write something, but for D, he's like, what to write? Anyhow write something from business or something from operations management. I just take it and I put it in. Okay? Alright? Next. This one is very important. Always be careful of questions that contain always and only. These are called absolute questions. Example, target costing is always useful for all companies. Can anything in life be always useful? ACCA is always useful. Are you sure? Right? I know lah, money. Money is always useful. Okay, that one maybe. But exam, when they use the word always, or they use this can only be used for something, be very careful of all this. Always choose questions that have maybe, probably, usually, generally, do you all know all these kind of words? All these kind of words are like the, I know that sometimes it may not be correct, but most of the time, this answer works. Those are the ones you want to select. Understand? Okay, this one I like, but not very useful. This one you're really desperate already, okay? This one you don't know what answer to choose. I say if in doubt, choose the longest answer. Why? Examiner logic, human logic is like this. The correct answer must be correct, right? It must be fully correct, right? So will I spend a lot of time to write out the fully correct answer? I will. I'll say blah 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 blah, but in certain situation, blah 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 blah. I will spend a lot of effort to write out the exactly correct answer because that is what you're going to choose. But for the wrong answers, do I need to put in so much effort? Do I need to write such that the wrong answer is totally wrong? I don't need. The wrong answer, just one part of it has to be wrong. It's wrong already, right? So I can write a short one part is wrong, after that I move on and I create the next option. Okay? But like I say, if you start using this, all the best to you, okay? Last, this is the worst of the worst. If you are totally clueless, choose B or choose C. But to be super honest with you, this doesn't work too well for ACCA. This works well in your university. When your lecturer or your professor sets a paper, choose B or C, that is human nature. When you set MCQs, you tend to put your answer in either B or C. A is almost never the answer. But ACCA, because it's so professionally set, this doesn't work most of the time. Doesn't work most of the time. If you check the answer key, many times they spread the answers over A, B, and C. Okay? They will spread it out evenly. That's why this one, if you use it, I think you should just study harder next time. Okay? Now, so these are some MCQ hacks. I hear that you all have to go to a break very soon. Alright? Now, any questions for MCQs? No? Okay. Now, should I let them go for a break or one last slide? But the last slide can be quite long. What? Take a break. Okay, I got wait. Let's take a break. I put this because this in Singapore is famous. Anybody works for G7? Okay, but I ask you Vietnamese, is this coffee good? Or you only sell to stupid foreigners that don't know what is good coffee you sell to them? Is this good? It's good. Okay. Yeah, Singaporeans like this. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Iwrin. Before coming to the second part of our workshop, I would like to invite everyone to take part in a 15-minute tea break. Thank you.